Hey bookaholics, it's Isabel and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be doing my 5 shelves TBR. So this will be the second video I do for this series. If you haven't watched my other video, I'm going to be choosing books off of my 5 shelves TBR shelf here. So these are all the books that I need to read. I have over 122 books. The first video I did the highest rated books on each of these shelves. Now I'm going to do the lowest rated books on each of these shelves. And I'm actually really excited to talk about these books because some of them I've been wanting to read for a while and I'm kind of nervous because they are one of the lower ratings on the shelf. But I'm also excited just to get them off my shelf and see if I like them and see if I agree with the lower rating or see if I don't agree with the lower rating. So let's just get right into it. So the first book on this TBR is from the first shelf here, and that's A Girl Like That by Tanaz and Bhathena. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I was so excited for this book when it came out. I had it on my list as a most anticipated read of 2018, and I still have not read it. And it is the lowest rated book on that shelf, and I'm honestly so nervous for this because I've been wanting to read this for so long. It has to happen. It just has to happen. I'm really hoping it will be awesome and I'm really hoping I will love it, but I'm still pretty darn nervous about it. That's the first book on my TBR. Sorry to interrupt, but I screwed up on my Goodreads. I had one of the shelves organized by title, not by average rating. So instead of reading You Must Not Miss, this one is actually going to be one I'll be reading. It's Ship It by Britta Lundin. I've heard different views about this one and they are pretty harsh, so we're going to go into this one hoping for the best. It is LGBTQ. It has the men LGBTQ. It has the lady, obviously, as well. I'm excited for it for that. We'll see how it goes. The next book on my TBR. This one I'm kind of nervous about because I've tried reading her other book and I really just did not get into it and I had a DNF it. And this one is 99% Mine by Thorne. I really didn't care for The Hating Game. I tried reading it. I got almost halfway through and I just had to DNF it because I just wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't making me happy. It wasn't doing anything for me, so I just had to stop it. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna feel about this one. I bought this one a while ago when we had a sale at my bookstore, so I decided to buy it because everyone was talking about it. And now that it's on my TBR, I'm not too sure how I'm going to like it. I'm gonna give this a chance because obviously all books are not the same, so this one might actually surprise me. I'm not all that particularly excited for it, but I'm also I have to go in with a different expectation than The Hating Game. This one, I'm not too sure what it exactly follows. I know it deals with a girl who has a brother and she falls in love with his best friend or something. I'm not too sure exactly what goes on, but I guess I'll find out when I read it. So that's the next one on my TBR. So the next one on this TBR is Not the Girl You Marry by Andy J. Christopher. So I'm actually really excited for this one because I just watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and that is what this book is based off. And I'm actually very excited for it. It's a gender swap, so the man is the one who is trying to lose a girl in 10 days. The other girl, she's doing something. She'd be the version of Matthew McConaughey, so like doing something for her job or something. I'm actually really excited for this. I'm so curious about how this male is going to try to lose a girl in 10 days, so like I'm really excited for that. Not too sure what to expect, but it is a romance and usually romance are the ones that get the lower ratings. So I'm really excited for this and I just can't wait to read it. I'm not too sure what to feel about this last TBR because it's essentially a reread because it is Life and Death by Stephenie Meyer. I'm not too sure how I feel about this because it is a gender swap. So this is pretty much the same book, Twilight. Bella is a boy named Beau. I think he's Beaufort or something. And then the Edward character is a girl and I can't remember what her name would be, but it's essentially gonna be a reread and I don't know how to feel about this at all. At the same time, one part of me is kind of excited to read this, but the other part of me is just, I feel like I'm getting into something that's gonna be just so frustrating and so bad, and I don't know what to expect. Twilight was the book that got me into reading, like reading really a lot more than I used to, and I still have that nostalgic area in my heart for Twilight, but at the same time I just know how bad it is, and I just feel like this Life and Death gender swap is just gonna be so bad. So I'm nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. time. So that's the last book of my TBR. I'm hoping you guys enjoy this video. I'm not too sure which book I'm gonna get started on here. For the highest rated book series, I read them in different ways. So I read 2 books as audiobooks, I read 2 books as ebooks, and then I read one of them as a physical copy. So I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing for these ones. I'm not too sure if they're available on my script, but I'll see what I can do. Possibly might be on Overdrive or something like that. So I'll figure it out, but I'm not too sure which one I'm gonna get started on here, but I'm kind of excited for these. And yeah, so wish me luck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what your TBR is. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!